win, go win, go win, go win, go win, win, go win.
Let's transition to one of my favorite segments of the week. It's my NFL Week 5 Wise Picks. Let's run through these games. Let's start off with the matchup in London as Carson Wentz and the 2-2 Minnesota Vikings are traveling to London to take on the Cleveland Browns, who are 1-3. It's Dylan Gabriel's first career start. It's a 9:30 a.m. kickoff in London. The Vikings are favored by 3.5 points. The over-under for this matchup is 35.5 points. I think the key to this matchup is going to be which quarterback can have the better performance between Carson Wentz and Dylan Gabriel, and which quarterback can adjust, because we have two elite defenses. I believe the Vikings and the Browns are two of the best defenses we have in the NFL. The Vikings have Brian Flores as their defensive coordinator, and I believe that Brian Flores could be a head coach at some point in the future. The Browns, their defensive coordinator is Jim Schwartz. So I like this matchup between Brian Flores and Jim Schwartz, two of the most prominent defensive coordinators in the NFL. That being said, I'm rolling with the Vikings to beat the Browns in London. I'll go Vikings 21, Browns 13. The 1-2-1 Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott are traveling to New York to take on the New York Jets. The Cowboys are favored by 2.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in New York. The over-under for this matchup is 47.5 points. The Cowboys just gave up 40 points to the Packers on Sunday Night Football in Dallas, but the Jets offense is nowhere near as potent as the Packers offense is. But the Jets did score 21 points against the Dolphins last week in week 4. And the Jets are desperate for a win. Cowboys are great offensively, and Dak Prescott was balling against the Packers. CeeDee Lamb will be out in this game, and George Pickens will be the number 1 receiver for the Cowboys. But I'm rolling with the Jets in an upset in New York. I'm going Jets 23, Cowboys 20. That is my Week 5 upset pick of the week. Jets 23, Cowboys 20. The 1-3 Houston Texans are traveling to Baltimore to take on the 1-3 Baltimore Ravens. The Texans are favored by 1.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Baltimore. The over-under for this matchup is 39.5 points. The Ravens already announced that Lamar Jackson will be out and he will not play in this game. So Cooper Rush will get the nod for the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens defense has been awful so far this year. I'm not a believer in the Texans either. I know the Texans are 1-3, but their lone win came against the woeful Tennessee Titans. But this is a game that the Texans could turn their season around in. So I'm rolling with CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans to beat Cooper Rush and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going Texans 24, Ravens 17. A season that is going to be turned around for the Houston Texans. They'll improve to 2-3 in the season. Ravens will fall to 1-4 on the season. The 0-4 New York Giants. They are traveling to, the Giants are 1-3. My bad, Jackson Dart. Giants are 1-3. They are traveling to New Orleans to take on the 0-4 New Orleans Saints. The Saints are favored by 1.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in New Orleans. The over-under for this matchup is 40.5 points. Neither one of these two teams will be playoff teams. But because the Saints are at home, I'm going to roll with the Saints to get their first win of the season. I'm going Saints 20, Giants 17. The 1-3 Las Vegas Raiders are traveling to Indianapolis to take on the 3-1 Indianapolis Colts. Geno Smith versus Daniel Jones. The Colts are favored by 6.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Indy. The over-under for this matchup is 47.5 points. The Colts have been a very, very good football team. And they had a loss last week against the Rams in week 4, but they performed well in that game. They could have easily won that game. But because the Colts are at home and Daniel Jones is playing really, really good football, I'm rolling with the Colts to beat the Raiders in Indy. I'll go Colts 27, Raiders 24. The 1-3 Miami Dolphins. They are favored by 1.5 points. They are traveling to Carolina to take on the 1-3 Carolina Panthers. The kickoff for this matchup is 1 o'clock. The over-under for this game is 44.5 points. Dolphins, they lost Tyreek Hill for the season with a dislocated knee injury. And I just don't believe the Dolphins are a very good football team. I don't believe the Panthers are a good football team either. But I think the Panthers being at home, I trust the Panthers to take care of business against the Dolphins. I'll go Panthers in a high-scoring affair. 31, Dolphins 28. The 0-4 Tennessee Titans, they are traveling to Arizona to take on the 2-2 Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are favored by 7.5 points. It's a 4:05 p.m. kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 41.5 points. The Cardinals are a better football team than the Titans are. Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Cam Ward currently is. So with that considered, I'm rolling with the Cardinals to beat the Titans in Arizona. I'll go Cardinals 28, Titans 17. The 2-2 Washington Commanders are traveling to LA to take on the 3-1 LA Chargers. Jay Daniels will suit up in this game. So we got Jaden Daniels versus Justin Herbert. The Chargers are favored by 2.5 points. It's a 4:25 p.m. kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 47.5 points. This is actually a matchup that I'm excited about. Two potent quarterbacks in Jaden Daniels and Justin Herbert. Got Dan Quinn versus Jim Harbaugh. But right now, I think the Chargers are playing better than the Commanders are. I think the Chargers will have a bounce-back performance and beat the Commanders in LA. I'll go Chargers 27, Commanders 20. The 3-1 Detroit Lions are traveling to the Queen City to take on the 2-2 Cincinnati Bengals. The Lions are favored by 10.5 points. It's a 4:25 p.m. kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 49.5 points. It's a David Montgomery homecoming. David Montgomery is a former Cincinnati native who went to Mount Healthy High School here in the city of Cincinnati. And I expect David Montgomery and the Detroit Lions to have a big-time performance against the Bengals on Sunday. I think the Lions are going to dominate the Bengals. I think these are two teams going in completely opposite directions, and the Bengals have struggled since Joe Burrow's injury in week 2. With that being said, I'm rolling with the Lions to dominate the Bengals. I'll go Lions 30, Bengals 14. It's a Sunday night AFC East matchup in Buffalo as the 2-2 New England Patriots are traveling to Buffalo to take on the 4-0 Buffalo Bills. It's Drake May versus Josh Allen. It's the Patriots. It's the Bills on NBC. I think the Bills are the best team right now in the AFC. I think Josh Allen is playing the quarterback position at a very, very elite level. So I'm rolling with the Bills to beat the Patriots in Buffalo. I'll go Bills 28, Patriots 21. Those are my NFL Week 5 Wise picks.